Adam Wahite. That's what. Is that what that says?
Adam Wahite. Yeah, that's what it says.
Adam Wahite. Adam White. Hey, Patreon.
What
Patreon. What were you singing earlier?
From the Aladdin song?
The Aladdin song.
With children. In my defense, it was with children.
World. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but who started it?
Me.
All right. Good video. No, just kidding. How do you vet, not just recruit, to ensure trustworthy and reliable people in your group? What do you got?
Are we talking about animal doctors?
Yeah. No, we're talking about, operators, vets.
Oh, veterans.
No. How do you vet somebody?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How do you vet like a Corvette?
Gotcha.
So you get them like when they're in the yellow line, and you downshift from 4th to 3rd, rev it, and just keep going, because the whole front of that car is made of plastic. You're not going to make it too far after that. That's how you vet somebody. Just run them over.
Yeah.
Right?
That works.
The end. No, kidding.
Okay, now we got to be serious.
Hold on.
Tactical face.
Feel serious now. The names and faces have been changed to protect the not so innocent.
I was gonna say us innocent.
Less than innocent.
I can't even fix my mouth to tell that kind of lie.
Vastly less than innocent. All right. How do you vet people? This is part of it. Get to know people, hang out with them, and go, hey, you know what? I'm not terribly worried about you sliding a knife in between my ribs.
Right.
I mean, like this much, but it's only this much. They're not gonna kill you back.
Stab.
I got an email from somebody recently that was asking my advice on something, and it was literally like, how do I deal with people so that I feel less stabby when I'm around them? It's like, that's a good turn of phrase. Good turn of phrase.
If you find the answer, please let me know.
You want to spend time with people, develop context with them, use your gut, literally your gut. If your gut says, hey man, this is wrong, or if the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, or your spider senses are tingling while you're around somebody, you're probably right that that's not the person that you need to be spending time with. I have never regretted listening to my gut. I've always regretted not listening to it. I've never thought to myself, oh man, this is a bad situation, then gone through with it and been like, oh, no, it wasn't so bad. My gut, and it's an ample gut. I mean, so I get lots of good intel from it. But go with your gut. Also, you will know them by their fruits. And this could be something as simple as, oh yeah, man, I'm totally squared away. Are you? Okay, and they go to draw their pistol and shoot a hole in their femur. Probably not. I mean, it happens, but Facta non verba, deeds not words. How do people act? Not just what do they say, but how do they act? You were telling a story about a guy who was like Mr. Super Gung-Ho, let's go do militia things. And then when it came time to do militia things, he was the one whining the loudest about how cold and hard it was and the whole nine. So, and those people exist. A lot exist.
If you want to test somebody's character, give them a very menial task and see how they act. If they embrace it and they do their absolute best, you've got somebody that's pretty quality. Pretty much, yeah, best words. But if you have somebody who immediately wants to be a 4-star general and lead combat operations on their first day, that kind of sets off a couple alarms.
Yeah.
We're being flanked by sheep.
Yeah, they're attacking a trash bag. They're assault sheep. So we need to call them the Tactical Alpaca Response Team.
That's right.
The TART. They only insert from little birds. The TART.
Is that right?
Have you ever seen an alpaca rappel down a rope?
No.
It's insane. They go head first. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I should have done that. Maybe I'd have knees now.
Right? This thing's expendable. I need these knees, but this thing, who cares? Like, face first is only going to improve it.
Right.
You know? Stop it. We need to throw something at him.
Stand by.
Yeah, go chase him. You need a weapon?
Nope.
Okay. Good job. You scare them mean sheep. Liars lie. Plant disinformation as well. Something else to think about. Give somebody a nugget and let them run with it. And it doesn't necessarily have to actually be any legitimate intel either. Just give them a nugget and let them run with it and see how far it goes. And tell them, hey man, you know, appreciate it if you didn't let anybody know this. And it could be something stupid like, you know, I've got 6 toes, or, you know, whatever. You know, it burns when I pee, or whatever. Like, just something like that. See where it goes. I know some of y'all need to go see the doc because it does burn where you pee and you do have 6 toes and it's not good. It's not good. You need to go see the doc. But give them a little bit and see what they do with it, which is, you know, to whom he who can be trusted with little, to much will be whom given, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So the inverse would be little power, little responsibility.
Ish. But Spider-Man? Is that Spider-Man said that?
It was the uncle or the grandfather. Anyhow, we'll go with that.
Go away, sheep. But yeah, to whom a little can be trusted, more will be given, I believe is the phrase, right? So give them a little bit and see what they do with it. And some people with just a little bit of power become tyrants. Tyrants. Have you ever
Yes.
had to deal with that?
Napoleon syndrome.
Yeah, it's like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, I will get stabby with you. Back away. Stop it. You're going to get more holes than you started with if you hang around here much longer.
Or the 4-star general who's done 2 tours in Call of Duty, who's telling combat veterans how to run an op.
Yeah, man. The VA doesn't cover these thumbs, you know? You can run a background check. I know lots of Leos. You know, you guys got contacts. Run a background check. See, and there's lots of these veterans organizations. Like just happened with that the Indian protester guy who was a Vietnam vet per se. Not so much.
Basic electrician after the war.
Right. So there's lots of ways to actually vet somebody, especially if they're saying, oh yeah, you know, 4-star general. Okay, cool. Most 4-star generals aren't hanging out with the likes of us anyway. Like, they got bigger things to do. So anyway, point being, you can absolutely go that route to vet somebody if you need to.
Well, and also, to go along with the background check, if you have someone who shows up on your property with a firearm and they are a convicted felon, guess who's responsible for them?
Ooh, that's a really good point.
So if they're carrying a firearm at an FTX or an event or a training, you better make sure they don't have a felony.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, have basic weapons competency as well. So, yeah, that's a big deal. You need to spend time with people if your spider senses don't go off immediately upon meeting them. If they do, stay back. I dropped my card. Oh, no. Oh, it got Iwies on it. Yeah. Stay back, bro. And that's part of that too, is like conducting yourself in such a way. At first, you got this up. Like, your shields are up, man. Like, I'm armored up. And then if I observe you, and that's the next note I have here, is see what they do, how they move, the things that they do, right? If I observe you and you conduct yourself like a decent human being, and you're not Mr. Ego, and you're not dangerous, and, you know, your actions match your words, you know, facta non verba, okay, cool. If I get a good vibe from you, I can lower my shields a little bit, bring you in, we can hang out, get to know each other, and create some context, and go, you know what? I like that guy, that's a good guy. Yeah, well, would I trust my life with them? If you're putting yourself in a situation where you have to trust your life to somebody you never met before, you barely know, your problem. Not there. It's not your problem. Right. No, what if the balloon goes up right now? I'm going to go, okay, here's a rifle. Let's go. Right. Let's party, right? But at least we've gotten to know each other. We've spent some time together. And you and I have been talking for months and months and months. So, regularly. So, we have context. And because we have that context, you can trust me. I can trust you. We know each other. Which is a huge point with like mags, tribes, and groups. How well do you actually know each other? Is your tribe digital? Because if your tribe is digital, what happens when the ones and zeros go away? No point in vetting people if you don't actually get to spend time with them. Okay? Or if your group is a group in theory, or if it's a private Facebook page or something like that, but you guys actually never hang out and do things together, you don't have a group, you have a hobby, okay?
That's right.
And so you need to take it from hobby to actuality. Because if, I hope it never happens, but if something was to happen right now, I had to go to my extended tribe. Guess what? Buddy kit, here you go. Let's roll. Right. We're going. You point your weapon that way, I'm going to point my weapon this way. You get back there, I'll be up here. Let's roll. Here's the freaks we use. Right? But it's if all we did was talk on the internet and hang out all the time and you out of your own pocket, on your time, on your dime, came here of your own volition just to hang out, to get to know this better, right?
Right.
That's real. You made your actions match your ambition. Not just this, now this in person.
Right.
And that's huge, right? Deeds, not words. Deeds, not words. If all it is this, it doesn't matter, because when you need it, it won't be there. It has to transcend this, and even this, and this, to this, right, in person. That's where you make real connections in person. How do you vet somebody? Watch what they do. Compare that against what they say. Follow that up with your gut and your intuition. And do they make the hair on the back of your neck stand up? If all that checks out, man, keep eyes on them. A little bit at a time. Not everybody has to know everything. Okay? You can grow them from this to this to this. And pretty quickly if you need to. Got anything to add?
No, that's great.
Cool. Shalom.
Shalom.